bright today.
Good morning, everyone. It is finally Thursday. We have made it past that halfway mark. We're on to, like, the weekend is like just right in reach. So I am excited about that. The weather outside is beautiful. It's sunny, and I have Ben here with me this morning. And so it's
a perfect day.
Perfect day. So perfect. So I was out in the store yesterday, and there are like deals everywhere, all over the place.
We have deals coming out of our ears right now, guys. It's March Snackness. It's time for the games. It's time for the holiday. Let's go. Let's roll. Ashley, start throwing me some items. I'm going to talk about these with people. Oreos, guys. Buy 2, get 1 free. Pringles. Buy 2.
I'm not a very good thrower. 2.
Ashley, you're killing me here.
Okay. Sorry.
Little Debbie's. Buy 3 for $5, guys.
3. Oh God, I don't want to. These are pretty.
Cupcakes. $2.99 for a 6-pack of cupcake, guys.
Yikes!
We got Goldfish. You buy 4 for only $5 today, guys. Cookies. They're going to pan out later in the show here. You got to see the huge snack cookies we got going. They're 10 cents a piece, guys. We've got chips galore right now, 99 cents a bag. Hit us up for that one.
These are my favorite.
Dots. Dots pretzels are amazing, guys. Stop in and hit it up. They're only $4.99 a bag. Pepsi Cubes, guys, $5.99. Only $5.99 for Pepsi Cubes.
Oh!
Ashley, we got a ton of other great deals I'm going to fly through right now.
Okay.
Big Ben's setting up out on the curb, guys. We got a meat load sale going on out in front of the building, Ashley. We got steak dinner tonight. Stop in from 4 to 7. New York strip dinner, baked potato, veggie, toast, all for only $8, Ashley.
$8 again?
$8. You like, share, and comment on it this week. We are going to draw for a free dinner. Tell us who you want to bring for a date. We're going to throw in that extra meal for your date. Ashley, I got to go.
Okay, bye. That's Ben for you. He just like leaves me hanging here. Off he goes, but super great sales. I hope that you guys will come check them out and like, share, do all of that stuff. You can choose me for your date if you'd like. Maybe we'll give you some extra points if you do that. And you can get a free steak dinner. They're delicious, I promise. We're gonna go to R7 really quick and show you some of their amazing stuff, and then we'll be back with our guests for today.
Hello, I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaimed, located in Grandview, Iowa. We mix old and new goods together so that you can find the story of your home and let your home tell your story the same way R7 is our story. When you get here, you will find a mix of old and new goods that are put together so seamlessly you won't even be able to tell which is which. And not only that, it's going to speak to you and your home. It started with just my love for old chippy things and changing out what I had in my home and showing DIYs from our home. And we went on the road as vendors to get rid of a few extra things, and people started saying, do you have a store? And so that planted the seeds. We are worth the road trip. We call it the R7 Road Trip. You can come to one of our big events and experience the music, the food, and the fun, or you can come on most weekends and enjoy a quiet day in the countryside, shopping old and new, mixed together in our beautifully reclaimed barn. So punch in 337 Cemetery Lane, Grandview, Iowa into that GPS and make the road trip.
Well, that was exciting. Like, my adrenaline's still pumping from all the action with Ben. He always gets my heart racing. I never know what to expect. But now we have some very special guests. My friend Christina is with us this morning to talk about her new venture. Well, part of it's kind of new, and part of it's kind of like stuff she's been doing forever and ever, as long as I've known her. But Christina is here this morning, and she brought a friend to talk a little bit about just the other side of the experience when you go and see Christina, how much it can help and change just literally everything. There are so many different services that Christina offers, and I can speak to my experience a little bit here in a minute, but Christina, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business and where you're located and all of that, and then we'll
Sure.
deep dive into all the good stuff.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on the show.
Yep.
I opened Healing Compass earlier this year, and my focus is massage therapy. I became a licensed massage therapist recently. I have done wellness and fitness forever, as you know. I've been in the community for over 20 years doing that, offering different services to help with the overall healing with people. I knew I needed one more step, which I thought was the licensed massage therapist route. I did that, opened the business. So I still do different modalities. So it just depends. When someone comes in the door, it depends what they need. So I sit down and I have a consult with people, and I find out what's going on. And sometimes, depending what it is, we might start with a little bit of stretching, doing a little bit of restorative yoga, because I am a certified yoga instructor also. Depending, again, what's going on, we'll go in and we'll do massage. I could trigger point, I might do cupping, deep tissue, and sometimes I have to do lymphatic massage on people, which we can get into those details. And so basically, I offer pretty much a whole range of healing. I also do energy work. So that energy work will help with all types of things too, again, depending on what's going on with the person.
Yeah. It is like literally you walk in, she has a menu of things. It's like of things that she can help with. But the thing that I think I appreciate the most when I go and see you, and I've never even probably told you this in person, but you feel like you're being heard. Like I tell her what's going on. I literally just go through like, oh, like this is going on and this is going on, and I deal with this sometimes, and somehow she like comes up with like, okay, well these are the things I think we should do, and that's how you kind of get started on your journey with Christina. And I can speak to, I mean, I've done yoga with you in the past and all of those things, so all of that stuff is so beneficial when you've had, well, just for anyone, but when you've had like a life-changing event, or like for me it was cancer, and so I'm dealing with all sorts of things. I mean, for me specifically, I told Christina, like, it's my joint, like literally I wake up some mornings and I can hardly open my hands. My joints are just like destroyed from chemo and all of that stuff, and it's not like a poor me, but it's true. And it's like, how do I make this better? Like, what can I do? And sometimes people throw medicines at you, and I don't know. I've never found a medicine that helped with my joint pain, like with those mornings when I wake up and I'm just really, really sore and can hardly open my hands. I started going to Christina, and she, basically what I said, I told her all of the things that were going on, and we started with the lymphatic stuff that I knew nothing about, which was crazy.
Yes.
That throughout my journey, no one mentioned that might be something that could help me. But from my understanding, I don't even know anyone else locally or like in our area that's doing it. At least I've never heard about it. So I think we should talk a little bit about that, because I don't think people know even about it. And it's already, I've only had a couple sessions, but it's making differences. Like I've noticed things. So
Yes.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah. So far I have a handful of clients that are doing lymphatic drainage massage. So your whole body is full of lymph. It's all over your body. And what lymph is it's basically, it works with your immune system, and it helps with diseases and illnesses within your body. So your blood dumps, basically, to make it really simple, the circulatory system dumps the toxins, the waste, into your lymphatic system, and your lymphatic system works to take it out of your body.
Yeah.
And so if you're having any kind of health issues, your lymph system can get clogged, and you really need it drained, and you need to help it move. Yeah. Your circulatory system has pumps, right? Pumps and valves that moves Your lymphatic system does not. It's basically moves through movement in your muscle. So it's pretty much just right below the skin. And so you have to move, you have to drink lots of water. There's certain things you have to do to help keep a healthy lymphatic system. A lot of people who have lymphedema or they have joint issues, lymphatic drainage is good for pretty much anything, even healthy people, because everyone needs their lymph drained. Healthy people should do it every 3 to 6 months. If you have cancer or rheumatoid arthritis, any autoimmune diseases, again, allergies, it really is helpful to get that drained. Everyone that I have worked on has seen immediate results. My husband, he had an injury to his foot, which created lymphedema in his leg. So I worked on that, and immediately his swelling went down. I had another client come in. He actually was scheduled for a massage, but he was outside playing with his child, hurt himself, and then he had some swelling in his knee. And I said, hey, let me try some lymphatic drainage on that. I did, and he got right off the table and he said, oh my gosh, I can actually stand on this leg, I can move this leg. There's still not a lot of information out about lymphatic drainage massage, so I'm learning as I go from what I've learned in my schooling, but I'm finding it has been so beneficial. There's people who, when you have really tight muscles, when I work on them and I can't get them released, I'll try the trigger point, I'll try cupping. I have said, you know what, let's just try lymphatic drainage, because the lymph system does go through your muscle.
Yeah.
If you're clogged, it's gonna sit there, it's gonna sit in your joints, it's gonna sit in your muscle. And when I've done that and then went back to the massage, I'm seeing great results with muscles. It's amazing. I'm like amazed at how impactful lymphatic drainage massage is for people. It's just amazing. It's more than what I ever learned in school.
Yeah, and I think, like she said, it's for anyone, but specifically if you have these issues, see Christina. Like, so I went twice so far, like I said. Immediately that first time, I can tell you, my swelling went down. I have swelling like I'm always swollen. I can't get my rings off, like the whole thing. And that really started after my breast cancer. I started noticing, like, after surgery and stuff, and it just has never really went away. And I'm missing all sorts of parts. So I have a lot of things going on. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, like, my hormones from, I had my hysterectomy, and all of these things have caused me to just be really swollen and my joints to hurt. And literally after the first time, I told Christina, I'm like, well, I can't take my rings off. So normally, when you go for a massage or something, they're like, okay, take all your jewelry off. Well, I can't. And the next day when Christina checked in, I'm like, look, like I got it off, like my ring came off. And so it was amazing. And there were a lot of other little things that I noticed that I was definitely like flushing out toxins, even just after that first time. But immediately I basically clogged right back up, and I could tell that in a, like, I don't know, it was like 3 days probably when I told you that I was starting to kind of get swollen again. And I went back, did it again, and it, at first it's a process. You kind of told me that I'd need to come back more frequently, but hopefully those just keep getting further and further out. But so Denise came also, so she could talk a little bit about her experiences and what services, I guess, she's gotten and how that's benefited you too.
Christina actually has done the lymphatic drainage on me. We've probably had, I don't know, maybe 8 sessions around that. My lymphatic system became compromised last year, and I actually have a lymphedema therapist up at the Mayo Clinic. I didn't realize that there wasn't a whole lot of lymphedema information in our area, and Christina had posted that she was going through her clinicals to get her certification, and I messaged her and said, hey, maybe you should ask your teachers about lymphatic drainage or lymph system, stuff like that. And So she got a hold of me after she had gotten her certificate, and she wanted to practice her technique and everything. And when I talked to my lymphedema therapist, they were so excited that I was going to have access to somebody local that could do this service, because it's just such an important thing, especially if you have a compromised lymph system.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't really know. I mean, obviously I knew about lymph nodes, and I even had some removed during my surgeries and stuff, so I knew that they like existed, but I just really never knew that much about, I mean, why, like what they did or anything. And I think that's probably pretty common for people. Like we know they're there. It's just like a lot of the things in our body. We're like, yeah, it's there. It does something, but we don't really know what. And so, to be honest, like I've always been, I'm not gonna lie, like I've been skeptical about a lot of the stuff that you hear about, like the energy stuff. I've been like, does that really work? And you know, when Christina talked about the lymphatic, I'm like, well, I mean, I'll give anything a try. And I kind of said that. I'm like, I don't really know if this is gonna work, but why not try? If there is a way that this might help, so that every morning I don't wake up and like try to like open my hands. It's literally like that some days where I'm just like, oh, I have to open my hands. I'm like, if I could maybe get to a place where I didn't have to do that, then what the heck? Why not? Like, why not try it? I'm going to be out anything really.
Through this process, up to like currently, I've lost probably 7 pounds of fluid, which is almost a gallon.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was retaining a lot of fluid. In November, I wasn't able to get my wedding ring on.
Okay. Yep.
So that was kind of my incentive, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I can get it back on.
And you got it on after the first
Yeah, I got it on after the first time.
Yeah.
But again, like you had said, you know, a few days later, you started experiencing the swelling again. And it's a process, and it's a maintenance thing.
Yep.
And you know, we just have to make sure that, especially in times like now, that we really take care of our immune systems.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I definitely am going to continue and see how things, you know, continue to progress. But it was amazing to me to just after 2 times, the things that I noticed. And I actually told Christina, I'm like, well, I'll take, you know, in my daily journal that I kind of keep, I'll write down some little notes, just those little things that we don't even always realize are happening. But I'm trying to be more mindful this year about myself and the things that are going on. And so I've been making little notes, and just like, even that first day, I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. She's like, well, you know, like we pushed a lot of toxins out through, you know, so that's normal. And so I picked up on things that were happening, and I don't want to be like disgusting or anything on on the show, but you did. I mean, you noticed a lot of different things that really toxins were being flushed out, and I knew as soon as I started getting like blocked again. And she had told me like try to you know, massage these specific areas, and I couldn't do it. But when I was there with you, I mean, you can feel actually some of the blockages like release, and it was nuts. I'm like, I don't know, like even Jason, he's like skeptical about everything I do, and I'm like, I'm gonna go do it and try it, and he's like, you're nuts. But after I told, I'm like, I could actually feel it, like something happened. I don't know what it was. I mean, I don't know if it's going to help, but I could feel when they would release. And so it works. And I have not heard of anyone else locally that does it. So I'm super stoked. And if you have any issues, you should definitely call. But you also have an open house coming up, so people can come check out all of the different things that you do, not just the lymphatic stuff, but so many other things as well. So tell us a little bit about the open house that's coming up too.
All right, I'm having the open house this Saturday at Impact Athletic Performance. It's the old Washington School. We're having it there to make sure people can social distance. We will require masks. Butcher's Vegetables will be there giving juices. I also sell crystals, so we'll have a table of crystals for people to purchase. And I'll be doing some demos so people can see what does lymphatic drainage massage feel like? What do you do? So they can ask questions. I'll have my cups there so I can show people some cupping modalities, trigger point, and just I'll have all my pamphlets there. I'll be able to answer questions and demo and just have conversations to talk about what is going on, because everything I do is customized. Everyone who comes in, you're not going to get the same massage, and sometimes even when you come into me multiple times, each massage might be different, again, depending what's going on with you, because I'm there to heal you and help you. And I do have people like, I don't want to be fixed. I just want to relax. I just want to. So, and I do that too.
I fell asleep the last time. I woke myself up. I'm like, oh. Even with, she wasn't even doing an actual massage. It was like the lymphatic. I fell asleep. I was so embarrassed, but it happened. So
it's very relaxing. It really is. Because it's where massages, you have that pressure. The lymph massage
so
is like anti-pressure.
Yeah, it's all different techniques, again, depending what it is. But yeah, the lymphatic drainage massage, most people do fall asleep because it is very relaxing. The touch is so light and so comforting. It just, you just fall asleep a lot of times.
And I can imagine probably not a lot of, even other massage therapists, probably not everyone can do it because of the different technique that it takes. I've been to several massage therapists who, I love you all, but this was totally different than anything, with the lymphatic, and just, it was very light, and like you said, it's just like, you have to have that really light hand and be able to move that through. Because the opposite, if you were putting too much pressure, it can do the opposite effect and actually create more blockage, I think.
Well,
I'm not a pro, but
it can't move it. So when you're compressing the muscle, you're cutting off the lymph drainage. So you aren't helping it. It is two different techniques. So because I've had people say, well, can I get a massage and the lymphatic drainage? And I say yes, but you can't do them the same time. Or I'll do a slight lymph move after the massage. But when you're pressing on the muscles, it's just two different things, and you're helping two different things. When you're pressing on muscles, you're actually focused on the muscles, and when you are just slightly doing that light pressure, that's just moving the lymph.
So lots of different services. Saturday is going to be fun. So it's at Impact. You can definitely Google it, but it's at the old Washington School. You'll see signs when you get there. It's a huge space, so there'll be plenty of room for everyone to kind of come and learn about all of the things that Christina does. Also, the people at Impact are amazing too.
They are.
So I'm sure they'll be there. And Butcher's is delicious, right? We all love their smoothies, and they're yummy. And I am excited to learn more about the crystals. That's why I'm going. Like, just a new thing. Like, okay, what else can I learn about? So it starts at 10.
It's 10 to noon. Again, at the Impact Performance. Now, my office, though, just so people know, is not there. I'm just having it there for the social distancing. But I actually am located out of Dr. Jeff Hansen's chiropractic office on Cedar Street. So that's actually, if you make appointments with me, that's where we'll be. I don't want that to confuse people.
For sure. But it's a small space, so this will offer a lot more space for people to come and learn about all the services. There's a ton, and I hope that you guys will all come on Saturday, learn about, there's something for everyone, regardless, like something that you do, whether it's, like you said, a massage just to relax, you'll find something that you love and that you want to make an appointment for. I'm sure. I'm positive. So I hope you will all come Saturday and learn about all the things. Enjoy some Butchers and find out more about all of these services. Anything else you want to share about your experiences before we end today? It's just been a really, really, similar to yours, just a journey. And to have Christina help improve my health and make all of these things a little easier. It's really nice to have that opportunity to improve my health, relax a little bit, do a little something for myself. It's important, and I say this all the time, and it's easier said than done sometimes, but self-care is so important, and it's important that we spend maybe those extra dollars to have these things for ourselves, because we're better people when we take care of ourselves, and we're able to take care of others a lot better then too. That's a hard thing. to kind of get into if you aren't used to doing those kind of things for yourself. But I mean, I'm gonna keep going, because if there can be a day when I don't hurt when I wake up, like, that's worth it. I mean, that's that's totally worth it. So I will continue to share my experiences with you. Maybe a few months from now, I can tell you where we're at that point. But you guys should all come, check it out, meet Christina if you haven't, and hear some great stories about successes that you've already had. But convenient location, super awesome people, obviously out in the office too, but nice and quiet and comforting, and I love it. So I appreciate you guys coming on today and talking about your experiences. I don't know of anybody else doing specifically the lymphatic stuff, but I'm sure there are other services too that are specific to you and just the healing process that you do. Or you can just go and relax and have a massage.
That's right.
But thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, guys. And we will be right back to talk a little bit about what national holidays you guys have to celebrate, because it's a national day. And so we will go to the snack cam that Ben talked about earlier to show you all of those cookies. And then we'll be right back. So tons of snacks out there for you to enjoy. I hope you guys will go and check out what Christina is doing. It's so fun to see a friend. She continues to expand her knowledge and ways to help people. And it's so awesome to talk to Christina and hear about the expertise that she has. She has a true passion for what she does, and that always makes such a difference when you're going to see someone. She is just like one of those people that just energize you. And so if you need energized, definitely come on Saturday. I will see you guys there. Today is National Grammar Day, and I would not say that's a strong suit for me, but I don't know. I guess maybe write a letter and use some good grammar. How are we going to celebrate that? But I am so glad you guys all joined us today. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Toyota, Lutheran Living, CBI, of course, R7, just up the hill. They have an event coming up that I hope you guys will check out. And, of course, Hy-Vee Market Grill Express Studios. We will be back with you tomorrow morning with more great guests, more information about local folks doing awesome things in our community. So we will see you then. And until then, I hope that you guys will remember that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
TJ Deere here at Toyota Muscatine, and this is what it feels like to have a brand new Toyota.
It's the new car smell.
It's the new stories.
It's the new adventure.
It's the memories.
Come and see us for your 2020 Toyota.